word systems and prove their correctness these days. And also compiler theory has made much progress. So if you want to get rid of certain classes of bugs like buffer overflows, you need to have abstraction mechanisms in your language that prevent you from making that mistake. And for a lot of other problems, the same. Yeah, if you have garbage collection, you do not get double free problems or access after free problems, and the whole class of security problems we have can be eliminated using intelligent language design. And we have made progress with regard to performance of those systems. So you get all this, and it still can be fast. So it is about time. Did I say something about Macintoshes yet? It's about time that somebody takes all this progress and puts it into a new machine where everything started from fresh, right? Everything's designed from scratch to be secure, to be fast. And there actually is such a program. DARPA has... oh, my time is over?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, so they're doing that. And
that.
yeah.
I'm really sorry.
And it's totally awesome and will rock in 5 years.
Patrick Hoff, Forgotten JBoss. See, he's got his own laptop. It's all good.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
It's an ebook. It's not going to work anyway.
But now I don't trust it anymore.
The fuck?
Perfect.
Go.
Anyway. Okay, hi, I'm Patrick. I work for Red Team Pentesting. Guess what my day job is? I want to talk to you about Forgotten JBoss application server exploitation techniques because JBoss is fun. It's a Java application server which is similar to Tomcat but with more bells and whistles. So how many of you know JBoss or have at least heard of it? Great. So this is my favorite one-click remote code execution exploit for it. It's one GET request, and let us see what happens here. So, can you see it in full? Not really. Well, I think it's okay. What we do here is we use the JMX console, which is kind of a administration console for JBoss. And if that one's open, you can invoke mbeans, which are the components, and methods from them. Here we invoke the store method, which allows you to store arbitrary files on the file system, which is great because what we can do is we can store our own exploit code there. Normally what you want to do is you want to put a zip file in there, or a so-called web archive, which is nothing more than a glorified zip archive with XML data and stuff. But that is the second thing that's in here. You can also do some exploded deployment, that's how they call it, which just lets you put the whole directory structure after you unzip this web archive on the server. So what we can do with this method is we just have to give it the right directory name, in this case shell.var for web archive. We give it the name of the file we want to store, which is shell, and then we give it the extension, which is .jsp, and then we put our code in there, which in this case just runs an arbitrary command. So with this simple GET request, you get complete ownage of the server, depending on with what access rights the code is running. The last parameter is just telling you, whoops, if it should be hot to plate or not. If you say false there, then it's going to hot deploy every time you're going to run this GET request. The second nice thing about this is fully CSRF-able, which is known since 2007 at least, but I think people must have known of this before. So the JMX console does not protect against CSRF. So you can just put this in an image, for example, and run it, and it'll work. So put this on your favorite JBoss administrators forum or whatever, and you're good to go. So the next time you find a JMX console which is password protected, this might be one of your attack vectors. Okay. How much time do I have left? That was pretty fast, right?
You got like a minute.
1 minute, great. So if you want to know more about JBoss exploitation techniques, look at our website. It's in the publications JBoss. There's papers, there's scripts for other attack vectors. And also have a look at the Metasploit modules if you want to. I wrote at least one of them and participated in writing the others. They show you more of these exploitation techniques. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Cool. Thanks.
Shut up.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you.
Go.
Thank you. Sorry. My name's Matt. I'm from South Africa. I don't know actually where I am right now. Backdoors, or backdooring the backdoors, something I was messing around with. I'm not talking about this, thankfully. I'm probably going to be stating the obvious, so if I bore you, I'm sorry. I'll buy you a beer to apologize later. In South Africa, I used to work for a bank for my sins. It wasn't great. In fact, it was like pulling hair. I felt like this a lot of the time because you're banging your head against bureaucracy most of the time. The rest of the time I was dealing with that. Those aren't banking websites, those are bank phishing sites. And because I'm from Africa, I live pretty close to the 419 country of doom, which I'm sure you all know about. But because there were phishing sites, can everyone hear me? Yeah. Because there were phishing sites, I also saw a lot of this, PHP shells, that sort of thing, fun and games that the guys used to use. I can promise you that the guys that we used to try and track down were not, masters of intellects. They were skiddies, noobs, or the unwashed masses, as we like to call them. This is nothing really new. I'm telling you all stuff that you already know. But hey, it's 5 minutes, so deal with it. A lot of the code looked like this, base 64 encoded stuff. I can guarantee that none of those unwashed masses knew what that is because, come on. Was it for evasion, anti-forensics, hiding stuff from sysadmins who found these files? I don't know. I'm not a doctor and I don't play one on TV. What it was about was ET phoning home. All those scripts did stuff like this. Don't know if you can see that, but those are mail messages going back to stuff defined in the PHP scripts, basically telling what the server URL is, the script name, all that sort of stuff. That's not right. It's not exactly what we want. We don't want stuff like host names, IP addresses, vital statistics of the servers going back to these guys. Is it interesting? To me it was at the time, partly because I was at a bank and dealing with a lot of phishing and wanting to claw my eyeballs out because it's fucking boring. So probably not. I don't sleep much, which is why I wrote this little presentation for you guys. And I think that's about it. Shortest lightning talk ever.
Well done, well done. Keep it short, leave them wanting. Okay, would Wicked Clown please come up? Yep, just stick it in. That's what she said. Hold that. Space to the next slide. Bear with me for a second, we're just going to reset the timer. Our very technical timer created by the amazing Didier Stevens. And now it's red. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks very much for coming. Oh, yeah. and go.
Alright, my name's Brucon. This is a talk I did called Keep It Simple, Stupid, Otherwise Kiss. What I want you to take away from this talk is that you don't need to be a hardcore ninja hacker to find vulnerabilities or weaknesses in applications or write complex code. Simple attacks works just as good as a complex attack. What have I discovered? Basically, anyone who connects to your terminal server can run basically any application they want, completely bypassing your group policy settings, giving a false sense of security. But no, I've only tested this on 2000 and 2003. Is it a security issue or not? I released it to the public in April, and the majority of people have come back and said yes, they think it's an issue, but some have said it's just a configuration issue and not security. I spoke to James Lambert at Black Hat, who is the security director of Microsoft. He told me he thinks it's an issue and I should contact Microsoft Security, so I did, and they never commented and got back to me, so screw them. This is open by default on all the Windows servers as I tested, and yes, I have seen this in the wild. Are you vulnerable? If you haven't seen that tab before, then yes, you're pretty much vulnerable and open to this. I've got a video to show this to keep it nice and easy. If I can find it. There it is. Bloody Max. Help. Mac, help. Support. Yeah. He's put it on behind the back. That's it. Just try that first. Can you go to full screen? Alright, this is a group policy, as you see. And this is the similar icon that I saw before, but it won't allow it to do in group policy. As you see, it's pretty much locked down. I've disabled a bunch of stuff. All the control options are removed. I've only disabled command.com, CMD, Internet Explorer, Notepad, so they can't run over that. They can only run Calc.exe and MS Paint. And they've also disabled 16-bit applications, so the administrator thinks he knows his shit. So basically, we're connecting to the terminal server as the restricted user. Just log in. We can run Calc as expected, Notepad, Paint. Notepad's blocked. All the security options have been disabled, so pretty much locked down as it can be. But if we log out, we log back in again. But this time, if we go to Programs and Options and put in an application we actually want to run instead, we actually then start to bypass the system. So we log back in. Well, yes, I haven't done it yet. So basically, we log back in. Command.cmd was blocked, so we try command.com, good old favourite. Because he's disabled the 16-bit application, it's blocked again. So the guy, like I said, it looks like should be doing it. But if we log back in again, if we go to say Internet Explorer, we now have that access as it logs in. Talking faster than the video. So we log in, now we've got Internet Explorer. So as it said, cmd.exe was blocked, so what we can be a bit bastard, go to iCat, it's an awesome site, check it out, it's good for hacking internet kiosks, but the best thing about it is it's got a modified CMD for us to download. So we can download that. And we download it, and we save it to the Windows temp folder, which even on a restricted machine, everybody has rewrite access to, so you just have to put it into there. So c/windows/temp cmd.exe. And then if we try to open it from here, we actually are blocked, but again, we just log back out and change it to c/temp/windows, also windows temp/cmd.exe. And we log in, and bingo, we've got command prompt. This could have been any application. This could be in a Windows metatabular shell or whatever we wanted to connect back. Also from this this box, we can run any other applications within Windows. As you see, I've got access to browsing the hard disk. I can run Notepad, if you remember, was in the denied application. So if I can go back to my conclusion quickly. I don't like Macs. Screw it. Anyway, my conclusion is, if you want to check it out, just go to my website. It's www.tombstone-bbs.co.uk, or email me at wicked.clown. And alright. Oh, there you go. There's all the details. So do I think this